You are listening to 88.7 FM, KSPC Claremont. It is now time for the Video Game Music Show. That's right, this is the Video Game Music Show here on KSPC. For the next 2 hours, I'll be playing your favorite video game music, all the way from the early days of the Nintendo Entertainment System, all up to the modern systems such as the Nintendo Switch 2, the PlayStation 5, and the Xbox Series. Anything from the handheld systems, including the original Nintendo Game Boy, all the way up to the Nintendo 3DS and the PlayStation Vita. Anything from the arcades, anything that's related to video game music, including chiptunes, DJ remixes, and video game cover bands. This is a live show, so if you got a request, the number is 909-626-KSPC. If you want to email me, my email address is thevideogamemusicshow@gmail.com. It's all one word. You can look me up on Facebook. Just do a search for the Video Game Music Show. There's a link there to join the Video Game Music Show's Discord channel. And I certainly hope you join. It's a lot of fun in there. Send me your requests. It's probably the best way to do it. And of course, there's links to everything I just mentioned. If you simply just go to kspc.org, click on the show name, the Video Game Music Show, and all the links to the socials I just mentioned, including the Discord, will be right there. Good times. Always fun. And then, of course, I invite everyone to join the KSPC Spinningtron chat room. Again, just go to kspc.org, click on Last Played, and then click on Join Chat, and then you are in the chat room, and that's definitely a good time. So I'll have that up as soon as I get off the mic. And, yeah, so let's get to the music. I got plenty of them. I was off last week, so the requests have definitely stacked up. So most likely no retro blocks tonight, but we'll see. Maybe at the end of the show. But there's definitely a lot of requests I need to get to play tonight. So let's just get to it. Let's start off with something from Xanadu. No, it's not that Xanadu. This is a different kind of Xanadu. I don't know, but this is sent to me from Alan. So let's check it out. Here is Xanadu with Anthem. Here we go.
Shoot some hoops from Jalico. You'll run and gun, jam and slam in the fastest schoolyard game in town. Here's action so real, you'll see it come to life right before your eyes. Hoops, and for exciting baseball, swing for the fences with bases loaded, both for the Nintendo Entertainment System. Live action that never ends.
Local public radio stations across the country are facing an unprecedented crisis. Proposals to eliminate federal funding threaten to dismantle the very safe infrastructure that keeps 99% of Americans informed, safe, and connected. The threat is real, and it is happening now. Without your voice, your support, and your action, entire stations across the country will go dark. The future of public media depends on decisions being made in Washington right now. Contact your elected officials before it's too late. Tell your senators, save my public radio station. To take action, visit the American Coalition for Public Radio at goacpr.org.
If you can keep on top of these California games, you'll know you're incredible. 6 great fun-in-the-sun games for your Nintendo. Roller skating, foot bag, totally awesome skateboarding. California, the way to play. BMX racing, so exciting. Oh, it's like the real deal. California games, wow. Master all 6. You'll be like king of the beach. California games for your Nintendo.
Hi, my name's Alani. You're listening to KSPC, Claremont.
Alrighty then. Yes. That was a little Alani. Her and assistant number 2, that is Evelette, went to go see the Demon Slayer movie last night over the Regal Edwards IMAX over there at the Ontario Mills, and that was definitely good times. Woo! A little lengthy, but yeah, that was fun. So yeah, there she was. Anyways, let me tell you what we were listening to. We heard from FIFA 18 with the band Washed Out doing Get Lost. That was by request from Kentucky Fried Monkey Eggs. Before that, we heard from Bit Brigade doing Mega Man 3. And that was also by request. Before that, we heard from The Revenge of Shinobi with the opening theme. And that was by request from Alan, also requested off the Video Game Music Show's Discord channel. And then starting at the set, we heard from Xanadu. No, not that one, but the other one. And that was Anthem. And that was also by request from Alan. So there you go. All right. You are listening to the Video Game Music Show here on KSPC at 88.7 FM. You can listen to the live webcast streaming at kspc.org. Again, I want to invite everyone to join the Spinningtron chat room. If you just go to kspc.org, click on Last Played in the upper right-hand corner of the website, and then click Join Chat. And the chat box will appear. You will be in it, and it's definitely a good times in there. So, shout outs to people I see in there right now. I see newcomer, Maximilian, Dr. Nurse 89, Vizo, D-Man, let's see, Gachapon, OG07, 3 Designer, Indu 72, Nicole, Kentucky Fried Monkey Eggs, Rinda, Beppo, and Pikachu, and I think that's it. A lot of people in there. Oh, and Green Knight. So, and Alan. All right. So, yeah, a lot of people in the Spinningtron chat. And Jose. So, yeah, we have 17 people in there right now. So, it's good times. Again, if you want to join the KSPC Spinningtron chat room, just go to kspc.org. Click on Last Played in the upper right-hand corner of the website. And click Join Chat in the chat box. Fried Monkey Egg says, we're wannabe DJs. You're definitely DJs, that's for sure, because you're sending me all the music to play on the radio. So, Good times. All right. Anyways, we're going to continue with the music and no retro blocks because I'm pretty packed with requests since I was off last week. But let's listen to this one. I think this is a 3DS game. This is called Style Savvy, Fashion Forward, and the name of the track is called The Meadows. So this is by request. So here we go.
We'll return after these messages.
In Silent Service, the submarine simulation video game from Ultra. First, you gotta find them. Then, if you're up to the challenge, you gotta get them in range. And if you're good enough, you'll put them on the ocean floor and live to tell about it. Find them, chase them, sink them in Ultra's Silent Service, the submarine simulation for Nintendo that puts you in command.
Trying to remember the name of that sweet song, album, or artist you just heard? Don't sweat it. Head on over to kspc.org and click on the playlist icon in the middle of the screen. You'll find our DJ's most recent spins, as well as playlists from weeks, months, or years past. Happy scrolling.
KSPC Claremont, 88.7 FM.
Get ready to rumble with George Foreman Knockout Boxing on NES, Super NES, Game Boy, and Game Gear. Hard-hitting action so real, it'll knock you out.
Hi, my name is Evie. When I want to listen to good music, I turn on KSPC Claremont.
I've been watching you a while since you walked into my life. Monday morning, when first I heard you speak to me, I was too shy to let you know, much too scared to let my feelings show, but you shielded me, and that was the beginning. Now at last we can talk in another way, and though I try, I love you. It's just so hard to say. If I only could be strong and say the words I feel. My beating heart begins to race when I turn to see your face. I remember that sweet dream which you told to me. I wanted just to be with you, so we could make the dream come true. And you smiled at me
All right, we're back. All right, let me tell you what we were listening to. Oh boy. We just heard from Genesis Floral Life. I think that's how you say it. The name of the track is called Maple Story. And that was by request from One Punk Army off the Video Game Music Show's Discord channel. Before that, we heard from Hollow Knight Silk Song. And this one was by request from Vizo off the Video Game Music Show's Discord channel. Before that, we heard from Skull Girls, one I haven't played in quite a while. It's definitely good. And the name of the track is called The Legend of the Skull Heart. And that was by request from Estrogen Winters. I think that's how you say it. All right. That's also off the Discord channel. Before that, we heard a really cool track from Mario Paints off the Super Nintendo. The name of the track is called Save and Load. Really cool track. I like that one a lot. And that was by request from Green Knight, also off the Video Game Music Show's Discord channel. Let's see. Before that, we heard from Xenosaga Episode 1. And this one was by request from Pulsar Engine. Before that, we heard from Xenogears 20th Anniversary Concert. And that was also by request from Pulsar Engine. Before that, we heard from Devil's Crush off the TurboGrafx 16 console. I love that console so much. And that was the main stage theme by request from Cisco Kid, also off the Discord channel. And then starting off the set, we played a lot of music. We played Style Savvy, Fashion Forward, and the name of the track is called The Meadows. And this one was by request from Esteban, also off the Discord channel. So there you go. A lot of good music and a lot of great requests. So keep it up. I love the requests so much. And you are listening to the Video Game Music Show here on KSPC at 88.7 FM. You can listen to the live webcast streaming at kspc.org. I got to tell you, the band book reading group meet every third Sunday from 2 to 3:30 p.m. and will be reading materials that have been historically challenged or are at the American Libraries Association's current challenge list. The West Los Angeles Regional Branch Library is located at 11360 Santa Monica Boulevard. For more information, call 310-575-8323. Yes. All right. You are listening to the Video Game Music Show. I am DJ SysOp. I am the system operator. Again, no retro blocks at this time. Maybe in the next hour. Continuing with everyone's requests. And there's plenty of them, that's for sure. So let's keep going. Here is something from another classic off the Super Nintendo. It's from Donkey Kong Country 3. This one's called Rock Face Rumble. So here we go.
Listen FM, KSPC, Claremont, where confusion is your friend. Now here she come walking, looking like a zoo. Hi Ella Guru.
We'll return after these messages.
The designers of Sega's all-new NFL 95 wanted you to know what it feels like in a real NFL game. So they gave it the real teams, the real players, and a brand new feature that lets you see 65 yards downfield, just like in real life.
Go, Dave, go!
Oh, my God.
Sorry, Mr. Montana.
There's even a new trading feature.
I just bought a house.
Take up!
Child's Play tries to alleviate the boredom of children in hospitals by providing them with video games and other toys. They work with over 140 hospitals and use financial donations to buy new video game consoles and toys. They also provide wish lists from the kids at specific hospitals, allowing donors to send specific toys directly. To get involved, donate, or learn more, visit www.childsplaycharity.org.
Galaxy to Earth. Galaxy to Earth. Star Raiders and Berserk have landed. Protect yourself at all costs. If the Star Raiders don't get you, the Berserk robots will.
Atari video game owners win again with 2 new home video games, Star Raiders and Berserk, joining Pac-Man, Yar's Revenge, Haunted House, Defender, and save up to $10 on 17 other hits made only for systems from Atari.
Galaxy to Earth. Contact this Atari base station for help.
KSPC Claremont.
All right, we're back. Let me tell you what we were listening to. We heard from Jack Brothers off the Virtual Boy. And yes, I am excited for the Virtual Boy new accessory, the new Virtual Boy accessory for the Nintendo Switch. That's coming out when early next year. So yeah, I'm definitely on board. It's gonna be good. Yeah, Jack Brothers off the Virtual Boy OG. We heard from level 2 and level 3 music, background music, and that was by request from Zombie off the Video Game Music Show's Discord channel. Always looking forward to seeing his new acquires of arcade video game cabinets and PCBs, especially ones from Macross. It's good times. I love that game. Before that, we heard from another one from Mario Paint Restored. The name of the track is called Creative Exercise, and this is by request from Gachapon, also off the Video Game Music Show's Discord channel. Before that, we heard from Tokyo Extreme Racer Zero, and the name of the track is called Doom Breaker. That was by request from Blood Panda 86. Before that, we heard from Tokyo Extreme Racer 3 with Ice Machine Gun, and that was also by request from Blood Panda 86. Before that, we heard from Sugar Rush from the Wreck-It Ralph soundtrack. Yes. I've seen that movie so many times. It's ridiculous. I love it. And this one was by request from Mochi, also off the Discord channel. Before that, we heard from Night Striker with Urban Trail arcade version, and that was by request from That Bean, also off the Discord channel. Wow, a lot of music. And then starting off the set, we heard from Donkey Kong Country 3 with Rock Face Rumble, and that was by request from One Punk Army, also off the Discord channel. All right, good stuff. All right. You're listening to the Video Game Music Show here on KSPC at 88.7 FM. You can listen to the live webcast streaming at kspc.org. I am DJ SysOp. I am the system operator. And yeah, you know, we're going to go ahead and play a retro block. And the one and only retro block for tonight. And this one's by request for my good friend Benjamin in Mission Viejo. He wants to hear Mickey Mousecapade off the NES. So here we go. All right. Hope you enjoyed the retro block of Mickey Mousecapade off the NES by request from Benjamin in Mission Viejo. It's good stuff. Let me tell you, the Inland Valley Humane Society cares for the lost and abandoned animals of our community by providing them with a home away from home. They also provide multiple services for communities, such as low-cost vet services. The second Saturday of every month, the IVHS hold a low-cost vaccine microchip clinic. The vaccine offered includes rabies, DHPP, and other services. The clinic is located at 500 Humane Way, Pomona, California. For more information, visit ivhsspca.org. Yes. All right. Yes, peanut butter and jelly time. It's always jelly. Always jelly in the Spinningtron chat. And if you want to join the Spinningtron chat room, it's always fun. Just go to kspc.org, click on Last Played in the upper right-hand corner of the website, and then click Join Chat in the chat box. So much jelly. It's unbelievable. All right, we're going to get back to the music, back to the requests. And let's see. Got a little bit less than half an hour left of the show. Here's something off the Sega Saturn, but I believe it's also off the PlayStation 1. Here is something from Rockman 8. This is called Searchman, so here we go.
Tell you where to go, but they won't know but they won't know.
KSPC 88.7 FM, Claremont.
Alrighty then. Well, that's it for me. Another fun-filled edition of the Video Game Music Show has came and went. Thanks for all the calls and thanks for all the requests. I do appreciate it. Don't forget, you can email me. My email address is thevideogamemusicshow@gmail.com, and that's all one word. And you can also join the Video Game Music Show's Discord channel just by going to the Video Game Music Show's page at kspc.org. And that's always good times. And that's it. Once again, thanks for listening to the Video Game Music Show. Tune in every Sunday at 5 p.m. for the Video Game Music Show right here on KSPC. Radio Realness is up next. I'm DJ SysOp, signing off.
Till next time, everybody, do the Mario! Do the Mario! Swing your arms from side to side. Come on, it's time to go. Do the Mario. Take one step, and then again, let's do the Mario all together now.